Chapter 1, ladies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If? Yeah? And make sure, hold on. Yeah. So, well, the, welcome to the What If Deku was the last Red Lantern. So, in this What If universe, the Guardians of the Green Lantern Corps, way before, created these machines that only kill everything else except for Green Lanterns. So they kind of went power crazy. So, like, imagine all of them, but they all are butchered. Like, basically what I mean, they all got killed off. Red Lanterns, Green Lantern, Red Lanterns, Orange Lanterns, Yellow, Blue, Purple, Pink, White, and Black. The only color that was left was Green Lantern. There. Yeah. It butchered them all. So, and because the core members were also got stolen, like the power battery things got stolen from each of their homeworld. Because their main big ones were all destroyed. Like obliterated. Kind. So, yeah. So we do a time skip to Zuko being born. So there was no Red Lanterns, Yellow Lanterns. So, yeah. No one knows about what happened to the other lanterns. Sorry. I should have shut that part off. So So Zuko, so time skip. So Green Lanterns were formed. They're the only ones. No one knows about the Red Lanterns, Blue Lanterns, except for the Guardians, what happened to them. And the robots made their own homeworld so that they could live alone without the Guardians. But then, of course, back at Earth, Zuko was born. He was born without a quirk. So, and Zumi, yes, I am bringing Zumi into this what if. So Zumi and Zuko went to the Quark Doctor. Quark Doctor tells Zumi that she can become a pro hero. And she can also join the Justice League. But Zuko can't, and because So, so his parents abandoned him. That gave him like a kind of rage, but then his friends picks on him that all the time for being quirkless. So that kind of pushed him more into rageful. And then Then here comes a top things off. His own sister hates him. So they're, and plus his girlfriend didn't love him anymore, so she goes for so Ochako goes for Bakugo. As it goes, like, as he walks away, or because he was in hiding area, like, he's like, as he's angry at himself, like, more times than it. But then he stumbled into a cave. As he could sense rage in, like, Red Lantern ring. So when he got close, the guardian, or not guardian, the entity of rage that was chained right beside the ring looks at him and tells him that about, like, long ago or all those, yeah. So Zuko says, okay, as Bull tells him that he has rage inside of him, so, like, a lot of rage he could sense, as he puts, or as he tells, as the ring gets onto Zuko's index finger, as his body starts to transform into a Red Lantern, as the Red Bull, as Zuko breaks the handcuffs, and yeah, as the bull got free, so Zuko, or as Red Bull, or Raging Bull, should I say, tells him to get on, and as he gets on, as he jumps, or as he goes out of the cave, and it flew him all the way to the Red Lantern core, or planet, and as he knows that the core was destroyed, as the battery, as Zuko remembers the battery that was right next to the ring. Can you substitute it with this battery over here? As he looks at as he knows, as it was, so the core was like, or so the battery looks just like the core one. So when Red Bull says sure, so then he gives the red core, as Zuko uses his because he actually worked on a device. He makes a beam, or like a machine that increases the size thing to make it look like a building. or same size as a building. So yeah. So the red core is now as a copied version of that similar to him. Was like, alright. Anything else that we need? Well, we need, as he accepts any hatred, as he creates like newer rings to be scattered around the world. So, but before he did that, he needs to go check on, because the Rinmon tells him that he needs to slaughter them, the robots that were attacking us. Sure. As he says, sure. And Zuko flies, and he, as the ring guided him, as the Red Bull actually went into his power battery thing, like into the main power battery. As Zuko flies, is to the exact location of where the robots are at. As he says, there they are. As what he does, he comes onto there, and he, killed everyone, or killed, he killed all the robots, and copied all of their information, and he also went into the storage facility thing, and he sees other cores, like orange, yellow, blue, purple, and pink. So he decides, because part of him wants to be bringing everyone back so that the cycle of life, or actually, there was orange, yellow, blue, purple, pink, black, and white. So what does Zuko do? He captured all of the cores things, as the Red Rings asked him, "What are you doing?" I know what I'm doing. It's just it will make sense. Green and red is nothing compared to the other colors. So, as Red Lantern Ring says, "Oh, I see. So you're bringing them back too." So he brings all the he brings all of the cores, like blue, purple, pink, yellow, red, so orange, yellow, blue, purple, pink, black, and white. And then he flies off after he destroys the entire planet. So, and the robots were all destroyed, and they, like, permanently dead. So, as he flies around, or he flies back, and as then he does the sending his red lantern rings out, and he puts them in the as the Zuko was kind of nicest person. He he does something that's so the Red Lantern Corps or Rolf says, "Why did you bring them here?" Well, I kind of felt bad because I was destroying the entire homeworld of those robots things, and they were in storage, so I decided to bring them so that bring them to their own separate homeworlds, because I kind of felt bad for them. Yeah, as Red Bull says. So, as he brings first couple, like basically he brought Pink back to the pink planet, and he fixed the purple, blue, yellow back to their like separate homeworlds. And then black and white. But then out of nowhere, one of the lantern rings, as Red and was talking to Blue. Or no, actually Blue was talking to Red. I forget who's the blue one. I need to look that up. The blue entity. Blue. No, it's BLU. Blue Lantern. Entity. So, so the blue entity talks to Red, and as Red says, "He's mine. I know he's yours." And I could sense that he has a little bit of like hopes inside of him. So then the blue lantern ring, so Red Lantern's like, okay. So then he became double lantern. Basically, he could either be blue or he could either be red. So, yeah. So he can. So he brought back everybody, and as he trains all of the new recruits to do their own separate things. Ezuku was pretty happy. He's the leader of the bunch. So he did this so he was at age of 5. Now he's 15. Or actually 16. So he travels back to Earth, where the or during the same time he accidentally ran into Hal Jordan that was just flying around because he was just minding his own business. But then so his lantern ring told him a threat approaching. As I don't see any, as he gets hit in the chest, as he looks up. What the heck? As he sees the blue/red lantern. What are you supposed to be? As Green Lantern says, I'm Zuko Midori, or Zuko. But please call me Deku if need be. Or actually, Zuko, or actually Green Lantern said, wait, red, blue. You're half lantern, or you're half red lantern and blue lantern at the same time? You're just like me? Yes. Guardians didn't tell you about there was different kinds of lanterns. There's not just green lanterns. There's blue lanterns, purple lanterns, pink lanterns, orange lanterns, yellow lanterns, and red lanterns, and black and white lanterns. And I'm part of both. No. Raging Red and the Peaceful Blue. As Green Lantern, it's an honor meeting someone that holds two titles of. It's an honor meeting the Green Lantern. So what are you doing? Oh, I'm just patrolling this space, like a skies, so that as Superman comes up, as he meets, as he's kind of surprised. Who are you? You. I'm Zuko Midoriya. Or Deku. Just call me Deku. Because it's an honor meeting you, Superman. As I'm a really big fan of you. But how did you get... Or how did... Or... As they took him to the Justice headquarters things. As Batman asked him, or actually Superman asked him questions, as he says, fire away. as the how did you become red and blue at the same time? We never heard of the or blue lanterns before. That's easy, Superman. I'll tell you a whole story if you want. So then, Zuko explains that, or told him a whole story of the Guardians created these machines that destroyed or killed all the other cores except for Green Core. Her members, or Green Core. Every other core was wiped out. And so I walked around. That's what the raging bull told me. The red or entity of rage, or red spectrum of rage, told me that. And I'm not lying. On the So then the Green Lantern's like, so you're saying that the Guardians took or killed all of the other core members of different cores? Yes. Destroys them, and they took the core batteries to the back to the home world of them, the robots. And Zuko was kind of nice about it, because he has both, like, red and blue, so he could either be angry or he could be either sad or hopeful. Gave him hopeful information that, and I'm also the trainer of, or I trained all of the other lanterns to whom use their own separate rings. I made constructs, or I teach them how to use constructs to help them in battle. And everybody's like, or Green Lantern's like, huh. Yeah. And I want you, Deku, to join the League, or Justice League. It would be an honor, me fighting by your side, Green Lantern and Superman. So then, a year has passed. Or wait, hold on. Yeah, a year has passed. Zuko was in. So he did go to Japan, and he does, like, he stops the villains, like All for One, from killing All Might before. So, as he says, ready, set, go boom. Yeah, so Zuko was pretty powerful. as a lantern hero. No? As Green Lantern gave him the hero name of Hopeful or Hopeful Rage or Helpful Rage. So, yeah. He's a man. So, or actually, Raging Thunder. That's his superhero name would be. So, as All for One, or so, let's get a little bit more into details of the All for One. So, Zuko ends up basically, All for One ends like, you must be a new guy. I heard so much about from the rumors. Huh. What kind of rumors? Oh, you're the Raging Thunder. But, as he says, or should I say Deku, because they don't know his actual name. Him. So, yeah. As, how does it feel to have your secret identity? Huh. You know that's my nickname, right? As his mother Inko is watching this, as she's like, wait, that's my son. How did he, how did he, as she's freaking out with Asashi and Zumi, his sister, are freaking out. Like, wait, what? Wait, what? What? Yeah. Because they were watching it. As Zuko was, like, part of him wants to kill All for One. Because he ticks him off. But then, yeah, so he decides to not do that because he's trying to, So he basically traps him in the box. As he just straight up stops to making himself feel better. And he basically, because the power of rage and power of hope, he's also the host of embodiment of rage and hope at the same time. So, yeah. So then Zuko saves All Might from dying, as Zuko properly introduces himself. Or actually, he uses his hero name. And he says, "You don't look too good, All Might." It's been a long time, so, yeah. Let me fix you up. As he fixes All Might up. Because he doesn't use... Yeah. So then Zuko was. Then he flies off to the Hall of Justice, where Hal Jordan and Superman were waiting. As he flies down, and Superman introduces Zuko to Supergirl. That Supergirl is in this alternate timeline, she hasn't been, rotated around the sun. So she's kind of weaker in this what if. You know? Compared to people like Zuko Midoriya that could basically make constructs of anyone. So that and then Green Lantern or Superman says, Kara, or I forget her name, meet Zuko Midoriya, or Raging Thunder. Raging Thunder, meet Supergirl. As Supergirl and him start shaking hands, as he's so nice about it. As, yeah, he's just. As he doesn't have rage against her. So, yeah, so he trains. So the every core member, like the of yellow, orange, red, black, blue, purple, pink, and white, knows him real well. Because he trained all of them to use because they're new, so he basically made everything back in order. Yeah, and yeah, Zuko was quite tough. As the couple years have passed, as Supergirl and Zuko, their relationship basically of being together got really close. And she loves him. As yeah, during the time skip, Inko, whose shocking moment, basically what I mean is she's had a freak out moment, like, wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? Kind of worn off, as she can't believe her own son is a lantern. As she's so proud of him. As so Zuko was pretty tough. So then, let's say Green Lantern took Zuko on a mission. Because on Oa, it was getting, because there was a bunch of, or there was these, basically there was this one doomsday creature was about to kill and Zuko and him shows up as Superman and Supergirl. Ezuku was like, huh. As as Doomsday turns around, and he knows as Doomsday he looks at the other ones, but then when he locked eyes on Zuko, his eyes widen as he runs, not out of anger. He ran towards Zuko. He knocks like Green Lantern out, Superman and Supergirl out, but he hugs Zuko because Doomsday heard about the Red Lantern represents rage, and he has a lot of that. So he basically says to Zuko, he heard about you have rage too. So can I be a Red Lantern? Sure. Because of your rage, Hinge. As the guardians of the... Yeah, so... I think... Is it... I can't spell it, so I'll just try. Guardian... of the Green Lantern. When they saw when they saw like the first Green Lantern Corps, or when they first saw the half red, half blue lantern, as they tell him, before you leave, how did you know about the robots that came to destroy, or they went haywired, and they gained their personalities after we took after they took the Corps' lives. A raging bull told me that that you guys were the ones that did it. The machines you programmed machines to kill or wipe out the entire universe of every other color. I decided, so it chose me to be the last Red Lantern. As Zuko and says, as he gets up, actually, he walks up to one of the lantern urns or guardians, as he says, what's a good run with green without every other color, or without any other spectrums? Basically, I set everything back. I even destroyed the entire or I destroyed the entire robots for you. As they said, we appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah. We won't make any of those same mistakes again. Hey? And as Zuko leaves, as he says, Raging Thunder, what's up? Thank you for her, like, getting all the spectrums back to their homeworlds. You're welcome. Now I'm gonna take this big guy, him to the red planet, or to the raging planet. That's, or I normally call it red planet because of the color red. As Doomsday's like, I understand. So then he's like, yeah. And because as when they arrive to the red planet, he says, get prepared. Okay? And Zuko's, as they gets a red lantern ring and puts it on the Doomsday's hand that actually fits him. And yeah, the Green Lantern can't even believe, or actually, the Guardians told Hal Jordan to like look after him. He might be useful in for any upcoming attacks. Ezuku says, yeah, or actually the Greenland Hal Jordan says, yeah, he is quite the person that he's more dangerous when he's by himself. So a couple days later, the Doomsday, or Zuko says, welcome to our families. Or should I say, welcome to the Red Corps, Doomsday. As Doomsday is like, it's an honor being in the family. As, yeah. So, Doomsday actually followed Zuko to show him around. As Doomsday, he says, yeah. And, yeah, yeah, Doomsday was completely different because when all the other, like, spectrums, like Hope, Rage, and, like, all of that stuff disappeared, he even, because of the Black Lanterns, he tells them that there's some souls that needs to be handled with care. You know what I mean? As the entity of the Grim Reaper says, yeah, I'll get them. Because all of them, all the other lanterns, like the spectrums of their separate ones, trust Zuko, whom, and yeah, so a couple days after that, he brought Doomsday to the Earth, but not in like. So Doomsday was like got changed. He went from being like a mindless brute to like being like atrocitus, but he sees Zuko as his own father. So he even told him that I see you as my own father, Zuko. So yeah. So Zuko says, "Okay, and plus you could tell that I'm a human, right? Yeah, I could tell." So then so Zuko came to Earth with Doomsday, and so, but waiting at a Hall of Justice was a little bit of a surprise for Zuko. He was expecting like Green Lantern, Superman, or Supergirl, but he doesn't expect his own mother and his father and his sister to be there. And he says, huh. As Inko, like, was kind of happy to see her own son again. And as Zuko recognizes them, but he's on a, like, needs to talk to Hal, like, Jordan. He did call before, as Hal Jordan just, like, hey, Zuko, hey, Raging Thunder, what's up? Huh. Well, remember that guy, or that member that we kind of like battled, but he found the Red Lantern, or he walked up to me and hugs me? Yeah. Well, here he is. He's a lantern. Red Lantern. As Doomsday Zuko, or no, I keep saying that, sorry. I keep watching these stupid what ifs of like Doomsday Zuko one shot. Basically, yeah. So Inko tells, but Doomsday was more into, like, because his spikes or his costume was like basically similar to Atrocitus, but with spikes coming off of his body, so it makes it way more comfortable than having to wear like shorts or pants and shoes. And he talks more calmer, a lot more like, hello. He says hello. Yeah. And so I want to show him around the city. Yeah. As Green Lantern says, yeah. And there's these villagers, or someone came to visit. He said that they're part of, or they're your parents. He looks around, or he looks over at around Hal Jordan, and he sees his mother Inko, and Sashi, and Zumi. Zumi, as he as yeah, as Zuko tells Doomsday that we'll be right back. Or actually, do you want to come with? Sure. And Zuko and Hal Jordan just like, are you sure this is a good idea? Well, he trusts me. And yeah. So then he meets his parents for a first time in a long time. Because, yeah. As Inko hugs him, Asashi hugs him, as his own sister hugs him. Yeah, 3 of them land right on his butt. He lands right on the floor on his butt, so yeah. Or actually, he was pretty strong. Yeah. So he's like, huh. As so all 3, or so Asashi, Inko, and Zumi loved him to death, so they even, because Ochako watched the news, and yeah, as she can't believe that Zuko became a hero. Yeah. And so and he says, yeah, I'll meet Earl, properly introduce you. This is his Doomsday. He's now a official Red Lantern. Or not officially, but I'll train him to be more. He'll be my right-hand man. And, right? It basically means that I'll help you with your powers. So, yeah. As Doomsday's like, yeah. So then he calls him his father. So, yeah. As everybody's like, man. After you became like the half red, half blue lantern, you got respected by both sides too. So, yeah. So then the newer members, like in this alternate timeline, I forgot to mention, Sinestro was with the Green Lanterns at the time. So he didn't create the Yellow Lanterns until Zuko appears. And the Sinestro actually did visit with Zuko. And yeah. Because it was a lot of pressure on him. And plus, also in this same universe, Larfleeze wasn't, or so he was like, as he goes up to Zuko and tells him that I know that, as he says, I know that you who brought everyone back or brought every core her back, but can I choose, because I chose greed, so yeah. Yeah. And only thing that I'll exchange is being friends, okay? As he bro-fist each other's. So yeah. So Doomsday, he is now officially, yeah. So so Supergirl has a lot of, or she has a crush on Zuko. And like to the point of she can't even talk straight without looking into his eyes. Yeah, that's how much she has a crush on him. And no, I'm not talking about like the crushing his ribs kind. She has done that before. But dumb luck of, because when after he like assembled the yellow lanterns, blue lanterns, purple lanterns, and he also, because of yellow, so Prime Superman, Robot Superman, and joined too, because they after they looked at Zuko Hoons, and they're like, dang, can we be lanterns, Zuko? Yeah. You'll be fear. If yay. As they're happy. As they're like, man, I like this kid. And as, yeah. So the day came as, let's say, Supergirl finally confessed her feelings towards him, as he says, sure, I accept that. As because Ochako was still dating Bakugo, or actually got married to him, but she still had love for Zuko Midoriya. So, yeah. And so, basically, Supergirl, who gave birth to their kids of two. One was a girl and one was a boy. So, yeah. And so both of them had green hair. Like, yeah. So basically, imagine her with green hair instead of like blondish color. So, yeah. And and both of them got chosen to be, so they are also Kryptonians. So, yeah, having the Kryptonians' powers with, so, yeah, actually Doomsday was there, witnessed the birth of the, yeah, with the other lanterns, or actually with Hal Jordan specifically, as Hal is pretty happy that the Zuko became a father of, he was the father, or of the entire, like, lanterns cores, like basically more than one. He's, as all the lantern, like, spectrums looked at him, and they see him as their own father's others. So yeah, they all respected him as the as he's so like he has a lot of rage against the so he doesn't because of crime thing as Zumi was battling against Overhaul and Overhaul's about to kill her. Ezuku jumps into as he doesn't want to leave the as he's trying as he's just as Hal says let's let me watch over them, okay? Yeah, I'm just as Doomsday says, I'll go with. I need to beat some bad guys up. Yeah. But every dude do not take it too far. Yeah. I agree. As Doomsday really likes him. He sees him as his twin brother, so yeah. So then both of them goes for it and so so he says, calm down, big tiger. Or Overhaul. Ah, the lanterns. And the core, actually, the one of the cores, let's say black, or actually white, gave him immortality. And I don't know if that works or not, but yeah. It doesn't even winds him back to to basically he was still in his prime, so yeah. So no one can even bother him without any anything. So yeah. So Sashi's like, huh, yeah, that's my son for you. As Ink or so Zumi says, thank you, brother. Yeah, as she's getting reversed. Azuku grabs Ares by using his lantern as he picks her up. As he says, "Are you doing okay, sister?" Yeah. As he did, stop Ares' quirk by just picking her up with his lantern ring. As because he was both entities fused, or because he was the host of both entities, they chose him no matter what. As everyone else, including other entities that were killed off, the black marks, the black X's things, or represents they got killed. So yeah. So Zuko was pretty happy about it. So now, well, because of the time skip of the kids are Kryptonian. They are Kryptonian and human hybrids. So basically, they're similar to their mother. That's fully Kryptonian, and their father is human, so they're half. But yeah, they're full human, or no, full Kryptonian human. Basically a mix. So, as the, yeah. So now, and plus, normally it would have been that the guy, I forget his name, not that gun, this one, and, and this guy, he actually did show up and he tells Zuko that the to collect all the Infinity Stones from Thanos or from Marvel's thing. As he goes to there and he does use his power rings and yeah. Then he came back and he's really glad that as he does stop the war world from like blasting the Hal Jordan's homeland thing. So what does Zuko do? He just tosses the missiles and all that stuff right back at War World and picks up the entire I can't even War World and tossed it into like because how fast he threw it, it landed in or it went farther than anyone. It took like the War World because it got thrown so far to 9.6 tons of miles away. So basically it was farther than any planet could go to. Yeah. So from outer space to like the other side of a galaxy. Yeah. So I'll basically leave this off. So please leave a like, share, subscribe, comment, and sorry for this really long video because I wanted to add details into this what if. So yeah. So yeah, please forgive me about it and yeah, I wanted to make this into a movie. So yeah, peace out, y'all.